Mic check, mic check. Fire. Good day, everybody. Good day. Market is open. The market is open. Let's slay. All right, so this this is pretty much the definition of chop so far. But what I'm noticing is we broke London's high. We hit in this resistance right here. And then we see price get right back underneath that London high, right? So if price can stay underneath London's high, that's a good sign that we could trade lower. And then vice versa, price starts building structure above London's high, you can start targeting the previous day high. You guys already know me, I'm bearish. And as I mentioned in the chat room, I am looking to hammer the next A+ setups. That way I can get through these evals, or even if I, mess up and blow them up somehow, I'm okay with that. But going into the next A+ setup, I think it's time to start putting more risk on the table. And I think that's how I'm going to handle my evals for the rest of the year. Wait for A+ setups and go max risk on it so that I can pass in 1 or 2 trades, because I don't think spending too much time on evals is a good idea. You start missing out on a lot of funded account opportunities if you stay on eval too long. But I like what we're seeing here. We're getting SMT, ES drastically stronger here. 5-minute chart. All right, here we go. So 9:30 opens, we push down into this midnight price here. So if you pull this up, you'll see we push into this midnight price, which is, let me highlight this candle. Midnight candle right here. Got that midnight candle there. All right. So with that drive back into midnight, I want to know how price responds here. So far, it's not showing much strength. And we have 9 a.m. to 9:30. So what structure was printed here? This looks pretty solid for lower. We have SMT at the highs, right? We have this beautiful bearish candle close. ES doesn't close bearish, but it does close. Yeah, I like this. So we have this bearish candle. We try to go higher, fail to go higher. Yeah, this could be short like right now. Let's see. So we push this 9 to 9:30 candle closes bearish, right? If we go 30-minute chart, got a bearish closure on both charts. Beautiful. And then we have this 5-minute zone here. So I can mark off this range here. All right. Beautiful. And with this, all I want to know is, can we push into it and break structure at 9:30? That's exactly what we do. Oh wait, no, we haven't broken structure yet. I guess you could say we made a new low here. Yeah, 9:30 opens, we get this 9:30 close. We push into it right here, right now. Looking for a new low to be made. All right, yeah. Looking for a new low to be made. We got nice rejection off of it. 9:30 pushes into it. I guess you could say we made a new low here. Let's see. So we make this new low. Where is the order block? Oh my goodness, yeah, here goes. Here goes the stretch back higher. Crypto. Wow, look at this reach higher. So this is looking like looking like a scam, right? We get that push higher. Let's see if we can start breaking these lows here. It looks like a pure scam if you ask me. Price is failing to go lower. All right. So if I'm looking over here at ES, we have the same profile. Just give it some time here. We've seen this before where price wastes time for the first 30 minutes of the market open. So I'm giving it some time to show its true colors here, but bearish candle close. We drive into that area for ES and we haven't broken any structure. So I don't think it's a good time to short yet. Give it a few more minutes. Maybe we see something cleaner. But if I go mark off this 30-minute level here, we have bearish candle, open price. I'm sorry, close price. That gets my attention. I think we're going to go short, man. We'll see, though. We shall see, my friend. Let's see. Is this a failure protocol? We have push into it, make a new low. I'm looking for price to push into this area right here and start closing through. Yeah, this is this is not bearish just yet. I'm looking for, once we take this low, right? I want to see price push into it and start flipping candles. We start closing through this high here. That'll be a good sign for higher. Maybe take out this pre-market high here. Mark that as liquidity. ES is about to take it out for sure, looks like. And then tomorrow is CPI. So with that being said, right, price could literally save its energy for tomorrow. Yeah, we start closing above here, bro. This is going to be a push. There goes the high on ES. Nice. There goes the highs on ES. Massive SMT. $30-minute order block sitting right here. We got that 30-minute order block over here on ES being broken through as we speak. So I'm watching price above this blue line for ES, and then I'm watching how NASDAQ interacts at that blue line as well. And you can see we are not breaking this zone here on NASDAQ quite bearish in this area. We take this high. Let's see if price wants to flip now. How's the higher time frame looking in this area? Still inside of this 4-hour bearish gap. Where did price bounce? Price bounced from down here. But we maintain this range right here. Yeah, if you're bullish, I would say you want to be buying it down here. Here we go. Let's see some selling pressure step up here, man. All right, there goes another low being made. All right. Let's go. All right, so here we go. So we get a better drive higher. We get a sweep. All right. Let's make this low and then try and go back bullish. That'll be a good sign. All right, so we have a drive into it, chop, drive into it again. Now we're making new lows. I want to see price drive into this order block right here. Beautiful. Which we should be able to push. Come on, don't leave without me, bro. This is a scam, bro. I'm up to my breaking point with this price action lately, bro. Like, what is this, bro? I could have shorted it here, bro. Where is it? All right. Yes. Show me something. Boom. We have bullish. Boom. Boom. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm like, get out of here, bro. It's like it knows what I be looking for, bro, and it makes sure that I can't get it. I wanted this short, kid. It's like racing to the session low. It's not even trying to give you a chance. Stop it, bro. So with this move, I have to look at ES because ES is slightly behind, so I may be able to catch ES here. Let's see. At this 5-minute zone, we push into it, break structure. And this is so overextended, bro. I don't care. Just go. Just keep going, bro. Don't even come back. Just go. Just go, bro. It's a scam, bro. Like, trading is a scam. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. I know you want to be good at it, but it's a scam. It's hard to be good at something that's scamming you every single day of the week. This is scam activity, bro. This was an obvious short right here on NASDAQ. Why can't you short this, though? When you see the break lower, you want to see price start flipping back bearish and retest something. So here, when we pushed and we made this first, it's not even a low. We just push into this level and hold it. You need to see price give you a clean area of interest. Man, get out of here, bro. I ain't got time. Yeah, get out of here, bro. Next setup. Let me know when you're ready. Good read on price. This was an obvious short based on NASDAQ. ES, get out of my face. ES is with the shenanigans today, right? How do I know this was short? We get a bearish closure. And once we get this bearish closure, I want to see how price responds to this bearish structure. We have this up close movement inside of that bearish candle, and price never broke it. We drive into it 3 times. So we have one drive, make a low, one drive, make a low. Me personally, maybe if I wasn't watching ES, I could have gave this a short right here. Once price started breaking through these up close candles on the 1 minute, because we did get this new low right here. We make a new low, push into this up close candle high, and I want to see price just start turning back bearish, and that was the first sign lower. And look at, bro, this is clean, bro. I'm actually like, I gotta stop looking at ES. I gotta stop looking at both because they throw you off, right? ES is like, yo, don't buy it, don't short it yet. ES might carry higher and make NASDAQ go higher. So it makes you hesitant to short. And then when it's finally time to short, it does stuff like this. So you can't even get in. So with that being said, I'm not watching ES for the rest of today. I'm bearish. I will be bearish for the rest. Until we see a massive sell lower, I'm bearish. And we're still on the higher time frame. We're still near these all-time highs. I want to see price get down into here at least before I start giving up on the shorts. That's my draw lower, bro. This is just bad. This is bad trading by me, bro. I shouldn't have been watching ES, bro. I would have been in this short, and I know it. I know I would have been in this short. This was too easy, bro. Some stuff is, like I said, it's a scam, bro. Like, I don't know how it's so good at doing that. You can have a strict plan going into the market, and the market will trick your brain into doing something you had no business doing. Consistently, not like sometimes, not once a week. The market will trick you into doing something you did not plan on doing almost every single day. And I think it's because I'm watching too many charts. Like, I've been doing good so far this year, but this week specifically is making me feel some type of way because I feel like I should be killing this week and I'm not. And then I wake up and I'm excited to short, and then I see this and I'm like, all right, let me try to short, but let me get a little bit more confirmation, even though I already have confirmation, because ES is strong and pushing through these highs, makes you a little bit more hesitant when you could have got the easiest short in America down to this Asia low. I'm sorry, London low, whichever one it is. All right. Now I have to sit back and relax and wait for something else to show. This was by far the easiest setup you could have asked for. And as of today, I will be just watching NASDAQ for the rest of this year. I hate that the market does stupid stuff like that, bro. Having SMT is one thing, right? But if you look at ES gave you no sign of shorts until it just dumps, right? There's no breaking structure lower whatsoever. It's actually breaking structure higher. And then as soon as we break structure higher, what happens? You get this 22-point bearish candle. Like, get out of my face, bro. Stop scamming. Stop scamming. SMT sweeps, completely different than what we just saw. This was not SMT sweep. This was a SMT with a break of structure with no sign of lower. Like, get out of my face, bro. All right, so what's going to happen now is I'm going to look for price to, I'm going to hope that price can pull back. It's just a scam, no. It'll start shorting and it won't pull back. But if it does, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I want to see the same exact profile that we just saw. All right, we just saw the same exact profile. Price closes bearish, right? Once we close bearish, I want to see what structure's left behind, and I need to see bullish candles being flipped. That's exactly what we see here. We got this order block here that was holding up, so let me keep an eye on this. This is that order block from yesterday's ridiculous price action. All right, so with that, if I look over here and I say this order block was down close candle, up close candle, 9 p.m. to 9:30. If I look into this structure, I want to know what was going on from 9 p.m. to 9:30. 9:30 and then 10 o'clock is when that candle closed. So here, nothing. Here, beautiful. So now you can see this was the bearish pressure. And we're underneath that as we speak. So I'm not even worried about that right now. If we climb back above this zone, then that'll be pretty bullish. But this right here is the next level here that I would be targeting before I think price could go back bullish. I promise you, bro, like some stuff is a waste of time, bro. I'm done wasting my time on these charts. I'm in the process of changing my schedule from like 9:30 to 12 max every single day. Cause I'm starting to feel like trading is just like wasting my life away. Spending way too much time on these charts for it to be doing stupid stuff. And hopefully you guys, are doing well on your trading journey. But in reality, bro, there's way more to life than these stupid charts. So if they don't want to cooperate, I will stop spending so much time on them. 1 second. So we got 7 minutes left in this candle. We're underneath this session level here. Price may not return back above it. So I may have to trade ES, but I'm using NAS as my bias, right? So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm locking in on, because I'm bearish, right? I'm locking in on NASDAQ because NASDAQ is the weaker one. All right. If ES doesn't want to give us the same type of setup, I can use my entry confirmation over here to short ES because ES is giving you a better entry price, right? But I'm not using ES for my trade idea. I'm just using it to enter based off what NASDAQ is showing me, right? And that's how I'm going to lock in until I see that bearish market that I'm anticipating. And I know a lot of people are bullish. I know a lot of people are saying blah, blah, blah. But me, I think we're about to see a dramatic drop. Like NASDAQ all the way down to underneath 24K. NASDAQ all the way down to 23K. That's what I'm thinking, right? So if I can see a clean setup over here on NAS, which I see one loading, we just have to wait for this new 30-minute candle to open, right? So if I can just get a good entry price on either one of these charts, for example, like when I got the sell signal here on NASDAQ, I could have just put a short in on ES at the same moment and got a much better entry price, right? And then you catch pretty decent move lower. But I'm not using ES for my bias because I'm not bullish and ES is pretty strong. I want to see weakness. And here we go. So look, speaking of that, right? When I see price offer this bullish candle here and we haven't pulled back, I want this right here. Right? I want to see ES drive back into here for a short, or I want to see NASDAQ drive back into here for a short. Ideally, if it doesn't happen, then I'll have to patiently wait for something different. But like I said, I'm not gonna be on the charts long today. I'm done at 12. Go enjoy my life because the best moves typically happen in the first 3 hours of the market open. And I think this is just going, I take it back. Tomorrow's CPI, I don't think we're going to move too far today. So I don't want to be too aggressive on the shorts. But same rules apply. If I do buy it, I'm going half risk on any buy idea because the buys are pure garbage. Maybe overnight buys are really good. You see the overnight session pretend to be bullish every day. And then New York session opens up and just rips it all. I might even sign out now. I just don't like seeing stuff like this. It's a scam, bro. This is a scam and I missed it, bro. Every time I see it go lower and lower, it makes me upset. Oh my goodness, bro. Why is it so bad? Trading is trash. I'm starting not to like it, bro. I liked it for like maybe 2 years. But then now when I keep seeing how stupid price action is, it's like, bro, is this really worth my time? It's like for every good trading day, you have like 9 terrible trading days. I'm like, bro, maybe not 9, maybe like 5. The ratio is garbage. From A+ days to trash trading days, you get way more trash trading days than you get good days. Either price just runs without you or price chops you out of your position. And then occasionally throughout the week, you get a really good trading session and it makes you feel good. But bro, if you're new to trading, do not Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Do not do that. And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, right? A lot of the people who are like really good at trading, they lost for so many years. I'm not trying to be like that, bro. I would say this is my 2024. 2023, I really took it serious, but I was still learning. So I don't really count 2023 as a part of my like actual professional trading career. I would say I was still learning. It's like when my education was still a big factor there. But 2024 and 2025, I would consider myself a legit trader, waking up every day trading. And 2024, I loved it. 2025 was pretty fun as well. And then you have those expectations going into 2026, and then you start seeing stuff like this on the regular, and it's like, bro, get out of here, bro. This is stupid. It just does whatever it wants to do, bro. And it's like you almost really do need those 30-second charts or those 15-second, 30-second entry models, because otherwise you're like, are we ever going to retest? Nope. Are we ever going to do anything? Nope. But maybe if you drop to the 30-second, you get a slight retest. Stupid, bro. Like, how are we way down here already? 30 minutes into the market open, we're way down here, taking out Asia low and London low immediately. Like, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Like, now you're forced to look for buys, and buys are trash. I kind of regret that I take trading so serious, bro. You're supposed to be having fun. It's hard to have fun though when nothing's making sense. You wake up one day, it just free falls. You wake up the next day, it chops your brains out. You wake up a different day and the market decides, I just want to seek and destroy. Like, who is programming this? All right, here we go, bro. Let's just hope for a clean setup at this point. Trading is nothing but hoping. Just hope. This is stupid, bro. We have two areas of interest, and it's gonna make you feel like price is so bearish and then end up way back up here. We've taken out pretty much everything besides ES hasn't hit this session low here. And we have like we have at least two areas of interest. We have this 30-minute bearish close, right? You zoom into this area and you ask yourself, what was making this candle so bearish? You'll see your answer clear as day. We try to go higher once, fail. Try to go higher twice, fail. So I'm watching this area for continuation. But ideally, you want this you want this discounted sell zone here. You want price to work its way back up here, which it can. But then there's days where it just refuses to do stuff like that, and it just uses the lower areas. So we're going to watch both. And I think I've officially accepted that trading is just not something that I really want to take too serious. I just want to have fun with it. I know how to trade, but knowing how to trade, honestly, is not enough. Knowing how to trade is not enough to make you profitable. You need good timing. You need good luck. So with that being said, I'm just going to focus on my timing. And if I'm lucky, I'm lucky. Win or lose, I think I'm officially to the point where I just want to have fun trading. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't pay for a trading course to save my life. If I needed to make money, I know I can get on these charts and make money. But the part that has been tough for me is trying to understand why the market is doing what it's doing And I think that's what's taking the fun out of it. You don't need to understand why it's doing what it's doing. Just trade it. See what happens. All right. So first sell signal, definitely going down in my notes. I missed this one. Sell signal, clear as day. Clear as day sell signal right here at 9:43. All right, next sell signal, I'm taking it. Win or lose, I'm gonna start having fun with this. And I won't be on it all day. You know what I mean? Like, it's over. That part of my journey is over. I'm on maybe 1 o'clock at the latest. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, 4 hours max. And 1 o'clock would be reaching. All right, so what I'm looking at now is we have this drive. We have this drive. These red zones here are my areas of interest. And if I'm looking over here, we haven't. Oh, yes, we have. See, we tap. We tap right into this 30-minute order block. If I look at it, I'm sure it's going to be something in here that makes price bullish. Let's go over here and take a look. And here goes your bullish move here. Look at it. We're about to be bullish 9 times out of 10. How do I know? This down close candle from that 30-minute order block was never mitigated. Price gave a beautiful move higher. And now we're mitigating it. And we have SMT. Beautiful rejection off of it. Now, all I need to know is, can I get the signature move off of it, which would be a market structure shift. Look at that. We've already switched structure. I'm going to take a buy. Price overextends at the open. We're inside of this level here on ES, which ES doesn't really matter, bro. ES is not trying to give you any money. That's how I'm looking at it. ES is hiding the move until ES just burst into one direction. But if I zoom in over here, let's see if I can find that down close candle. And here it is. We got these two right here. This is going to be bullish. If we can maintain this level, I want to see higher. And there goes your next push. Yeah, I'm going to buy this. Watch this. Either I'm going to buy it or it's going to fail and I'm going to short it. Very simple. I'm about to be so aggressive on my trading for the rest of this year. I'm either going to make a lot of money or I'm going to blow every eval out I purchase. But with my strategy, I'm banking that I'm going to make a ton of money. Watch this. We're about to go long. We have this drive in. We break this high, aggressive. We break that high. We pull back into this order block, which caused that move higher. All right. Pull back into here. And if we can start closing through this candle here, I'm going to go long. And I'm going to want to go long maybe down around that EMA so I can cover this low. And I need to be longing ES. So the moment I get that confirmation on NASDAQ, and I'm longing it back to this session high, back to this order block, because that's where the most, actually, no, let me do this. We have this level right here. If we break this level right here, I'm going long to the next level, which would be way up here. So that session high would be fine. If we fail to break this and we get up under here, this is the scenario, right? We're going to close underneath here, go lower, or we're going to close through this bearish candle, pull back a little bit and go higher. That's it. But yeah, just remember I said that I'm about to make trading fun again. And I am, you know what I mean? I'm not afraid. I finished my first 2 years of trading. I'm actually profitable, so I don't care about the money. I got some money to put on the line here, and I'm going to use that to accelerate my career and make it fun again. Because sitting on the market, being patient, getting your 1R trades, That's tough to manage because the market is so trash. Look at that. Beautiful rejection. We get up under this low here. I'm going to short the snot out of this, right? We're getting in. We're making new lows now. We drive into this red zone. We're failing to flip. Yeah, I will short the snot out of this. Let's get ready for that. And it's going to be like a, how you say, it's going to be like a second fade. Yeah. Yeah, let's go short after we close underneath here. 15 seconds. Let's go. This wick does count, so don't want to get. Yeah, let's go short, bro. This short is about to slap, kid. This short is about to slap. So where do I want to get involved on this short? We make this low here. I do want to see a pullback, but it all depends on how price responds here. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if price responds how I want to see it. I want to see price try to go higher, but it doesn't have to. I just need to see it get comfortable underneath this low, because we do get this drive underneath it, but you know, price can sweep this low and then go give you a massive bullish candle right back up into the zone, and it'll be like, okay, that's not bearish. But underneath here is fine. It's gonna be a massive stop though. I need to get a better feel. So we drive into both levels. We actually look identical for the first time. All right. We push into this red zone, make a new low. Now that we make this low, I'm looking for price to push back into this zone here. This will be my strike area of interest here. My strike zone. I just need to see price push into it. Come on, push into it, bro. It's just acting like it's so bearish, bro. I understand the sequence of price, right? And once you understand how price typically moves, it doesn't have to move that way all the time. Once you get an idea of how price typically moves, you can anticipate these moves, right? And here's my take, right? I'm anticipating this short. There we go. We're pushing back into this zone here. I don't like that we haven't truly shown much weakness underneath here. Makes a new high, pullbacks to this order block. There we go. Now we're talking. Good push. Now I get to see if we're truly bearish. Are we really going to reject? So this area right here is no longer that important to me. There we go. Nice rejection here. We open up this new 30-minute candle at 10, push into this bearish level, reject, push into it again, break structure. Now we're pushing back into this yellow zone here. If we can start closing through these bullish candles, I will short the snot out of this, kid. Juicy shorts. And it better run. It better run. What price would this be? 25,176. I'm looking at about an 80-point stop. 25,176, 80 points. All right, yeah, this looks nice. Let's see what happens here. 80 points will be 3 micros. That's 500. I'm gonna go 5 micros. There we go. Nice. So now you're starting to see price offer. Let's see that 5-minute candle. Oh, wow. That's way up there. So we had this 5-minute zone, right? Yeah. So this should be 950. 950. Okay, yeah. That's right. All right, yeah. Looks fine to me. Just waiting on a little bit more selling pressure, but we see the EMA holding up. We see this yellow zone holding up. We see that first bearish closure. We barely closed through that previous bullish candle, so that's really sketchy, right? I want to just see a clear and obvious close through these candles that sent price into this bearish zone. 950. Yeah, 950. Yeah. And if we are bullish, remember this level right here, price will close through here. This red line is still important. If we are bullish, we will get through that. Makes a new high, pulls back. Yeah. We will get through here if we're bullish. And this will just go down as a sweep of this low, and this order block becomes relevant again. We make this high, pull back to this down close candle, try to go higher, fail to go higher, right? And then we pull back to this low, fail to go lower. So that's why I'm still considering the buys, because we failed to just continue lower here, and we still have this higher time frame level to our left, right? So I could see price mitigate this first level here. This is the continuation opportunity for shorts. This red zone, we mitigate it, try to go lower, try to go lower. If we fail to go lower here, oh yeah, I'm longing that, and I'm longing it to the next zone. And that's it. But if this zone holds, right, it's gonna be easy short. Uh-oh, ES starting to lead the way for once. I might be able to buy ES. Or we might slam lower once again and just hype up the buyers. I'm already having fun, bro. Are you guys having fun yet? Trading is only fun if you're aggressively accurate. You don't want to be passive and accurate. Passive trading with accuracy is not fun. You want to be aggressive and accurate in that. There we go. We're going to close through here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. Bingo. We are officially bullish over here. And I'm looking to long it on any pullback, which we should pull back. We should pull back. And I'm looking to put my stop. I need to put my stop. Where's that order block? Yeah, my stop needs to be down in here somewhere. Come on, ES, pull back. All right, yeah, there we go. So my stop is going to be 10 points. And I'm longing this all the way back up to this level here. I don't even want a long ES, bro. Look at this. Look at the risk to reward. It's trash. I'm going to go tight stop, and that's what I'm going to do. 8 points. That way I can get at least back up to this level here. All right. Oh, we haven't broken this level yet on NASDAQ either, so let's wait for NASDAQ to break it. Because if I got to buy NASDAQ, I will. I'm not even stressed about it whatsoever. We still haven't broken this red line on NASDAQ yet. So let's wait for that. ES is playing hard to get. I want good risk to reward, or I don't even want that trade at all. I need at least 1.5 R. We have this level here. This was set up at 10 a.m., so about 10:10. Beautiful. And I need my stop below there. And as I mentioned, we're in a bullish zone, so I want to see price take out these highs in here if we end up breaking this level here. And I can get in like right there. Oh, it's gonna try to run. Don't run. I'm gonna long this right now, bro. I can go 45 points, which would be 45 points would be 6 micros. I can go 8 micros. And here we go. Nice. There we go. We're getting that pullback. Which one do I want to long here? Did we close through it? Yes, we closed through that level. We're pushing back here. Let's go 10-minute chart. Let's mark off this level here. Start getting rid of some of these lines in here. Get rid of some of that. Close through that. I think I have to buy ES though, because NASDAQ is not as strong. And we're pushing back into this level here. And I can get a 8.5 point stop, which would be 11 micros. And I can go like 11 plus 2, 13 plus 3, 14 micros here. All right, yeah, I'm gonna buy this here, guys. I'm long on ES at 6.971. right? Yes, 6971. Long 9 point stop, 11-point TP. I'll go 8-point stop here. Yeah, 8-point stop, 11-point TP. Long there, my friends, and I'm looking for this move to expand all the way through this red zone here where we got this 5-minute level. And I'm looking for price to, where is that? Yeah, up in this zone here. So maybe like 10 points. And now I got 8, 9, 7, 1. Eight micro. And then I'm looking for zoom in on ES here. Both charts gave the buy, right? So I'm not really relying on NASDAQ. I mean ES to give me the signal. NASDAQ gave me the buy signal. Once we close through this here, I'm looking for a continuation higher. All right. And then I want to see price offer. Where's that 10-minute level? So yeah, this will be your This will be your support, bro. I need to see these red lines start holding up. Bro, why are you way down here, kid? Come on, bro. Yeah, bro, we get back up here. I may even, wait, let me see how much I'm risking on this trade real quick. What is my exact risk? Y14 SL right here. Oh yeah, I can add a couple more contracts. So if we start pushing back up, I'll probably go 16 because like I said, I'm not playing games with these folks. There goes 2 more there. I'm gonna add in 2 more here. I'm not playing with these folks. Add 2 more there. And then put my stop in here. Stop down here. And TP will be up here. And the buys are trash. So that's kind of what I have to accept here. This could chop around for as long as it wants to and still end up being bullish. And I think this will be, if this trade doesn't work out, I'll have to get a new account. Yesterday I went down 1,300. So that leaves me with like $700 on this account. So I need for the buys to push. We should maintain this bearish candle range here. I don't want to see, oh my goodness, bro. And that sell stop's only 2. I need to put the proper stop in. Really, there's no point even having a stop, bro. Because it's going to liquidate me at 700 anyway. And it's really going bearish right now. How is ES way down here and NASDAQ isn't? Come on, kid. So we're... Price is not making any sense right now. Why is price way back down here? Who knows, bro? But yeah, like I said, no point of having to stop here because I'm on my last $700 for this eval. So it's important to just let this trade do whatever it wants to do here. I like the buys. Price is overextended. We have 2 zones to work with. This zone right here completely failed to work out. So I'm seeing the buying pressure. Now I'm just waiting for price to just stop cheating people out of their money and go higher. Look at it, bro. Just look at it. Cheat, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's a scam, guys. What was the point of all that drawdown? Just to get people to think it was still going lower. It's a scam, bro. Now look at that. We're already floating 4.5 points in one candle from the same level that was never supposed to be revisited, bro. This is so stupid, bro. Did we not draw up this low and say price should not be down here? It gets down there and immediately skyrockets literally 8 points the opposite way. Man, get out of here, bro. NASDAQ looks even better than ES, bro. How is this possible? NASDAQ is gonna rip. We got this session high here. We got this order block up above here. Let's go 30-minute and see what we have in front of us. Hide everything, man. Let's see. What do we have up here? We got this opening price right here. Now look, back in drawdown. How is this possible, bro? How is this possible, bro? If this trade ends up blasting off, bro, this is a perfect example of why trading is stupid. If we're bearish, I get it. But if this ends up bouncing from where I think we're going to do some decent retracements, we have 50% of the range, which is equivalent to that session level. We have 50% of this range, which is equivalent to this blue line here. We have this 30-minute open price up here, 10-minute chart. So this 10-minute level right here is a problem. You want to see price close a 10-minute candle in the next 5 minutes. You want to see it close through this rejection level here, which you can see it clearly here, right? 69.72, around the price that I bought it. I need a 10-minute candle to close through it. You can see this level is holding up very nicely. We have a 10-minute fair value gap up above. That could be drawing price. But if we can't break here, then it just shakes me out and stops me out. I'm anticipating this to break though. We got this fair value gap sitting at 69.79. So let's mark that out. It's the worst trade you could have asked for. But that's why I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy, but it's like if it gives me a buy at this point, I'm going to take it. Similar to yesterday's buy, it was ugly, but eventually it ended up trading. Like, look at this, bro. I think this was yesterday, or where it was yesterday. This had to be yesterday right here. Yeah, Wednesday. Look at the buys yesterday, bro. We tap into this 30-minute OB over here. You get a slow and ugly buy, but at least it bought up. I need to see this buy up, bro. This is not looking good. We keep slamming off of the same levels. I don't get it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if we're bearish, what's the holdup? Go ahead and dump so I can get a new account. If we're bullish, what's the holdup? Stop revisiting these areas and fly away. I kind of don't even want to hold this position anymore, bro. Like, what is the holdup? What is the hold up, kid? It's just blatantly scamming people right now. This down close candle is holding like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't even be bearish right here. Cannot be bearish in this area. But apparently price just doesn't want to move right now. Did NASDAQ break that low yet? No, NASDAQ is holding just fine. What time is it? Is there news coming out on like natural gas or some type of oil at 10:30? Yes, there is. That's the problem. So we have 2 minutes until the natural gas reserves are. All right. So that's gonna make or break this trade idea. Price is clearly sitting around waiting on something. And here's what I see. I see that we have news coming out here. it's not important like as far as like red folder or orange folder goes, but I've seen these natural gas and oil inventories cause a lot of momentum in the market. So at 10:30, maybe we see this spark that expansion. We've gotten terrible news, unemployment, bad, existing home sales, bad. We sell off with those, and then now we accumulate right before 10:30. We have a minute and a half before 10:30. So let's see if those natural gas data can send price higher. If so, I'm looking for price to drive into, we have this 5-minute candle here. So this will be the target area, right? And then if I look at the 10-minute, yeah. Price is just being weird though, bro, because I could buy NASDAQ. I don't want to be in ES if it's struggling. NASDAQ look just fine, kid. NASDAQ entry is positive right now. And then let me go mark off some target levels over here. Yeah. 5-minute bingo. So yeah, anything in this area. I'm going to erase this bearish area for now because we've tried to go short in it and it just doesn't want to go short right now. 10:30 is about to open. Let's see what happens. Let's see. NASDAQ looks good though, kid. If NASDAQ looks good, I think ES will start to cooperate here. 10:30, here we go. Uh-oh. This EMA is a problem. We need to break this EMA. All right, that's not looking good. Slamming off of this EMA, but we're still above these red lines. I need these red lines to show us catapult some buying pressure higher. And then maybe from there we see price finally break this 10-minute level here with this 10-minute candle. But so far this level is a brick wall. But it makes you think, like, if this is so bearish and we can't break it, why haven't we gone lower? It's just waiting to explode through. This is liquidity right here. So keep an eye out for how price responds up above here. What is this blue line right here? Oh yeah, this could be a problem. So yeah, I'm watching from this bullish move onto this bearish candle open. I'm looking at this range right here. This could be a problem. We even got a 30-minute gap sitting right here. Yeah, bro, this is trash. I might cut this, guys. It's not worth holding. I gave it how many minutes to do something and it just won't. Like, get out of here, bro. You know what? I might just save my money for shorts, bro, before I get stopped out of a stupid buy. I just don't get it, bro. I truly don't get it. Here we go again with the scam activity, right? It shouldn't be all of this, guys. It should be bearish or bullish. It shouldn't be all of this. What is all of this? Honestly, if price gets back above, where's that candle? Right here. We get back above this candle high, bro, I'll probably go break even. But I don't even know if I want to hold this, bro. I kind of want to get out now and save my trade idea for something better. We should have taken off by now. 30-minute chart. We put a nice order block here. 5-minute chart. Bro, this is stupid, bro. How many times are we going to hang out in here before it makes up its mind? All right, now its mind's made up. There goes my stop. There it is. All right, now the shorts are apparently okay to go. I don't get it, bro. And it should liquidate me at any moment here. I only got like $600, $700 left in this account. There goes that. What happened on the 5-minute? We had from 10 to 1030. We had, is this a bearish candle close? It's a bullish candle closure. There it is. There goes that account. And apparently price is just extremely bearish, but it wanted to make sure that I was in a buy before it went bearish. I also wanted to make sure that it would completely fake out 100 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 different fake outs higher. NASDAQ, what are you doing? Yeah, it's bearish at this point. This is why I don't want to be buying, but like I said, I don't care too much anymore. Take the setup. If it's clean, I'm taking it. Especially on evals. If I was funded right now, I'd probably take this half risk, right? But 5-minute chart, what did we see? We see a 10 a.m. to 10:30 close, bullish candles, but we're not closing through any bearish levels at all. All right, these bearish wicks held up beautifully on the attempt to go higher. So this candle is a pure accumulation candle. Even though it closed bullish, you can see that we didn't break anything bearish this entire 30-minute range. We had price tap into here, make a high, pull back, close through this candle here, which was my indication that price wanted higher. And price decides, nah, we're still bearish. Which is so lame, bro. What else could I have played here? But that's gonna wrap it up. I don't think I want to trade the rest of this anyway. Come back tomorrow, fresh account, and either pass or fail the new account in 2 or 3 trades. There's no in between anymore. Not taking any extended time on evals anymore. It's a waste of your energy. Because what you'll find out is if you don't take advantage of those big trades, like those big trading days, like let's say Monday was a really good trade, or like this trade right here, if you don't take advantage of these and make $1,000 or $1,500 on it, you'll find yourself on the charts later on in the week, and then you're basically opening the door to terrible price action, and then you're going to be trading terrible price action, and you're going to lose, and then you're going to be right back to square one. That always seems to happen with me on these evals. I can win 2 or 3 trades in a row, but then I'll lose 2 trades, and then I'll be right back at square one, right? And that's absolute trash. Don't want to deal with that anymore. Don't want to deal with that anymore. Yeah, don't want to deal with that anymore. So tomorrow, like I said, I'll come back with a fresh account tomorrow, and we're about to spice things up here. Big trades only on evals. But the more I look at this, I'm like, all right, maybe this wasn't a break of structure. This was aggressive. That's all it comes down to. How aggressive was I on this move? Very. I see price tap into a higher time frame demand zone. We had this push up, push down, push back up again. This is a shift for me. We pull back into it, maintain this candle until we actually break it. And then once we broke it, I'm looking for price to pull back and maintain these levels that I have in here, which it pretended to do so well. I'm telling you, bro, this is stupid. What is all of this? Why do all of this if you're bearish? So if I'm looking for a short, I would need to see price drive into this bearish area, which it held up nicely. That's the part where it's like, all right, what did I miss? Do a quick recap, and then I'm out of here for today. We have a push into here, All right. We push into it, make this low. Once we make that low, I want to see price push into this same level here and start to turn. I guess it was bearish and bullish at the same time. Only reason I would say this was bullish is because of this zone here. But if I don't do that, if I ignore what was to the left and I only use current session structure, this is all bearish. We get this push, we get a push into it, we get the market structure shift. So maybe that's what I need to do if I'm so bearish. Ignore everything bullish, bro. Just ignore it. Which is tough because yesterday's buy was the same protocol. I took the same long using the same concept. I might just abandon the buys, bro. Only shorts for the next 3 months. Actually, yeah. I'm actually, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm gonna mess around and miss every single sell move, thinking that just because we sold off a lot, it's gonna bounce. Nope. We're so bearish, bro. And I keep telling myself this, and I still end up with a buy trade. See what I mean? Trading. Yeah. I'm gonna put that in my notes. Just short for the rest of this quarter here is February, March, April. The next 2 months, I'm just gonna short, bro. See how that works out for me. We got this drive in, makes a new low. Once we make that new low, yeah, it's crazy how clean this is. If you ignore the bullish areas of interest, if you ignore stuff like this, the short looks absolutely phenomenal. All right, we push into the area of interest, shift structure. Now I just need price to push into this area here and start closing through. So this is your short signal here. You can short right here. And then if this is your zone here, I can go into there and I could say put my stop past this 5-minute high here. So my stop would be about 80 points like it should have been. And then you just take the short and let that boy run. Now would be the trade if you're ignoring the buys. I feel alive. There is no better place than right by your side. All right. Yeah, guys. So I'm officially bearish until, what is it, February, March, April for this quarter. I'm bearish until April. If I do take a buy, it has to be half risk, even if it's on evals, because it's not going to win 9 times out of 10. Maybe 1 out of 5 may win. And then I just want shorts. Look how beautiful these shorts are, man. We got a drive in, shift, pull back to that original order block, which was here, up close candle, and then start closing through. Once we start closing through those candles, you can set your entry anywhere in here. Market order, entry off of anything. I would have market order as usual. And then stops above that 5-minute zone. And look at how clean it holds these bearish levels, right? That's the difference. The bullish levels, they showed a little bit of resistance. They showed a little bit of life. But the bearish levels, look at the black lines. Look at how these black lines are completely rejecting price. There's no question if you're looking at it that way. So yeah, wrap this up. I'm done with the bullish analysis. Somehow this will give you the cleanest bullish structure and then spit in your face. We shift higher, pull back, fail to break lower, close through here. Once we close through there, I'm bullish. And then I want to see these levels start to hold. We pretend to hold, but the bearish levels slap us in the face. 10-minute chart tells a really good story. This closing price, opening price right here was fabulous for rejection. And I'm debating if I should just get another account right now. It's only 10:45. Reset my account and get busy. Close it. And we I don't know if you guys noticed, we see My Funded Future has joined the Top Step wave. Everybody's still in Top Step model since they're pretty much under fire right now. If we look at My Funded Futures, they have the same exact protocol. Try the flex. They have the same exact account. It's called the Flex Plan. 50K is only $100. Here, I'll screenshot it. This thing goes the distance, kid. Break structure. I just need to see price push in and start flipping. Once we flip candles, yeah, there we go. You can enter right off of that, bro. All right, cool. Boom, boom, boom. So this is the not top step. This is the My Funded Futures Flex Plan. You know, let me screenshot this for my notes real quick. Shorts are the way. Boom, 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 boom. 1 minute candle. We push up, make a new low, and then start to turn short there. Stops above there. 5 minutes on. Clearly, you catch well over your fair share. 2R. This one will probably go 2R. All the shorts are just gonna be A+, bro. So don't let me take any more buys. If I do, I have to go half risk, even if it's on the eval, because it's probably gonna lose, no matter how good it looks. Yesterday, I think we got lucky with the buy. Somehow it just kept going higher and higher and higher, but it was never truly bullish. It's only pushing up to waste time. But look at this flex plan, $100. You get 5,000 payout cap. You get no daily loss limit. You get no consistency in the funded and no activation fees. And I think all you need is the oh yeah, here's the payout rules. Yeah, bro. I think I want to get this right now. Let's see. You guys think we can catch a different short? Cause I'm only happy for shorts right now. Perfect example of, like I said, bro, you come into the market so bearish, so bearish. You know you want shorts, and then you mess up and take a buy because you feel like the shorts are overextended, but that's trading. Stupid. Looking at the funded rules, it's the same exact as a Top Step. Payout rules, 5 days, $150, max payout 50%, 80% split. Beautiful. And then you have Lucid. So instead of Top Step, because they're having their issues with all the drama, you have Top Step, you have what else? Lucid, and then you have Trade Day. Those are gonna be, I need to go and just revamp those. All right, cool. Let's see. I'll hang out, and if I see a good setup, I'll buy an account. But if not, I'll just buy one for tomorrow. I'll hang out till 12. Let's see. Hopefully, I don't know, bro. I think it's just gonna keep bleeding, kid. I think it continues to bleed and bleed and bleed. Like I know it should, bro. Just look at YM, right? YM was my cue that we're about to have a massive crash. Somehow YM is still at all-time highs. 50,600 is the high. YM's at 50,300. Right? How is that even possible? And then you see stuff like this, you're like, bro, when we dump, price is going to absolutely melt from 50 back to 48. Really back to, 48 minimum. All right, wait, hold on. I might get a short on YM. YM's still way up here. Yeah, I might get a short on YM. Hold on, let's see. 30-minute chart. I need a bearish candle closure. There goes one. We're about to close another one in 10 minutes. So if I drop down into here, should be able to find something. Boom, boom, boom. 10 to 10:30. Beautiful, yeah. So we haven't revisited this zone yet. If we can get YM to drive back into here, I'll be looking to short YM. All three of these should start melting. And I guess that's the luxury of having three different assets that track similarly. If they start lagging, you can start catching that extension on the slower asset here. We did tap into it. Yeah, we did. So at 10:30, we drive right into this zone, break structure. 10:30, drive into it, break structure, pull back. Oh, it could short from here, kid. It could short from here. So we have this push because it's so far behind, right? We see NASDAQ and ES free falling. This could be your 1 minute retrace. We push into it. Start closing through here. I'll short this. I'll send this out to VIP while I get another account. And then just free full port shorts. Yeah, hold on. Let me do that. We have a drive in, a breaker structure, pullback, fails to go higher, breaks lower. Let's see here. How do I want to play this? I don't think I can do it. It's tough, bro. Oh my goodness. I want to short it, but I'm like, if it goes back into this area, I'll be like, see, when you're aggressive, the market forces you to be patient. When you're patient, the market makes you wish you were aggressive and it runs without you. It's ridiculous. If I look up here and I say, where is my levels here? 10 a.m., 10:10, 10 a.m., 10:10, boom, boom. I like the shorts a lot right now, though. 10 a.m., 10:10. So we're about to close this 30-minute candle here. The one thing I don't like about this new 30-minute candle is we have no bearish structure on the 5-minute chart so far. So just wait it out. We got this 1 minute area, but on the 5-minute, there's nothing bearish. So far, we have bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle, but now we're starting to see bullish pressure and we haven't closed through these bullish candles, telling me price can still go higher. If we start closing through it, then I can start using this as rejection, similar to what we see here. Close through it, use it as rejection, blah, 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 all right? So I'm watching YM here for the short. And I'll keep my eyes, bro. Pull back, boom. He's still holding this candle body here. So let's just see. I may just do like a half risk short underneath here. Stop right here like 100 points. How many contracts would that be? Oh my goodness. I need the micro YM. I'll do like 250 on it and then target 2R Jumbo trades, bro. I am officially having fun with this. Take everything I know, focus on the shorts, and hammer these shorts for the next 2 months. See how much we can make. Because the buys are trash, for one. Two, the market is trash. So we're gonna go 5 MYM here. Excellent. Add this to my watch list. Excellent. And I think we're about to just dump here. Let's see if we break that low. Yeah, we break that low. I'm looking at MYM. Boom, boom, pushing to it. I just want to see price start flipping these bullish candles. Short here. Stop maybe above here, 90 points. Sell. Stop loss. I think it'll be 5. There we go. 6, 5, yeah. And I'm looking for a 2RR. And I'm not touching it until, okay, all right, here we go. So I am actually going to, yeah. So that'll be 6, right? All right, 1 second here. Let me load up a new account. $50,215 is my short. $50,021 actually. Let me get that. $50,210. Type this up and in there. Just looking for a continuation lower. 50,210. TP down here. LYM, guys. 6 contracts is 250. Let's go type this up. Sell. And it's gonna be 50,209. 6 micro equals $260. That's half risk simply because of where I'm shorting it. That was a so it'll be 5 micros for 250. That'll be a 100-point stop, and we're looking for 155 points. $155 micro. All right, there we go. Let that play out. It'd be like a $500 trade. Break that level. This is the trade idea based on this. After we see massive selling pressure across the board, I expect YM to catch up. And I'm using this up close candle here as my protocol for lower. We open a new 30-minute candle, drive into it, show immediate rejection, And not only do we show immediate rejection, price fails to work its way back higher once, now twice. So now everything in this area here should be a barrier, right? Anything in here should send price lower, whether it's this accumulation zone or whether it's this small accumulation zone. I'm looking for lower, and I'm literally gonna put this trade on and walk away. What else is down here? I don't even care what's down here. That's the sad part. When you start playing it fair, like, oh, maybe we bounce off this bullish low or this bullish low. No, I'm short. I want to see it rip through everything. And that's it. No other way around it. It's a scam, bro. And I learned this a long time ago, which is funny now that I think about it, but the market is really not 50-50. The market is one-sided, right? If you're caught up trying to flip your bias every day, it's tougher. But if you stick to one bias and you're on the right side, let's say it's trending up like this right here, if you're only taking buys, you're going to make way more money than trying to short. Price taps into here, you try to short, you lose. Price taps into this high, you try to short, you lose. But if you're bullish, price taps into a low, you buy, you win. Price taps into a low, you know what I mean? So this is the game I will be playing for the next 2 months, and then I'll update my bias based on that 2-month span. But the reason I'm saying 2 months is because of the quarters. So there's 3 quarters in a year: the first 4 months, second 4 months, last 4 months. And the first 4 months I anticipate to be bearish. So I'm gonna just look for shorts. 70 points already. It's like, bro, the shorts are way better than the buys, and this should be still free falling. Get out of here, bro. How is this even possible? Oh, I'm not even showing my screen. So, oh yeah, what's up, bro? Who is that? NO dot. All right, yeah. So YM shorts, and at this point, like I said, I'm literally just playing the cards of shorts. Whichever one of these charts give me a good sell signal, I want it. I want it. Maybe even take some risk off there. Yeah, there you go. Let that thing bleed. I'll come back and check on that. Let that bleed, and yeah. VIP. Let me update VIP. We're looking for 150 points in VIP. Right now it's at 90. All right. But the cool thing is, like I mentioned, YM is still so high. We're at 50K on YM. If I'm right about my bearish approach, look at January. Start looking at the beginning of the year lows. Like this right here, all of this, January 1st right here, these lows right here, this is my draw. I want all of this taken out. And it sounds crazy right now, but watch. Give me like 3 months, we'll come back and we'll be like, wow, you were right, bro. This thing just sold off all the way down to take out that January liquidity. Look at this. Look at these lows, relative equal lows, just waiting to be annihilated. All right, but yeah, what's over here? Let's look at some session liquidity here. What lows are we watching? So we take out Asia low. We have this New York low. We have the previous day low. Oh, bro, I might target this previous day low here. We haven't taken out yesterday's low. Today's Thursday, right? Yeah. I think I may target that previous day low for an extra piece of the pie. I just don't respect anything bullish. Today was my last day, which you guys just saw me go through buyer's remorse. I'm done with the buys, bro. It's a scam. The buys, they'll look good, but they'll be like so short-lived that it's not even worth holding the buy. Whereas if you short, you can hold the short blindly and catch 5 times more than you were anticipating on catching because price is bearish, right? So 105 points literally in 10 minutes, right? That's the type of trades you want to be catching. You don't want to be dealing with any of the chop. Really nice. Let's go. Really nice. Floating 118 points. Move to break even. There we go. And 130 points here. Looking for 150 in VIP. Imagine YM saves the day and we start trading YM because, like I mentioned, NASDAQ and ES, they've been very weird lately, bro. I can't even complain, though, because this short right here, I should have caught that short. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about perspective, right? If you're going into today and you're like, I'm only taking shorts, you got so many opportunities to short that is magical. But if you went into the day and you're like, I'm biased for maybe some buys down here, maybe some longs up here, you automatically get screwed over because any buying setup fails drastically. And there goes 150 points. Bingo, TP smash. And this is what you want to be a part of. Figure out which way the market really wants to go and just hold it. So this will go down as 100, 200 points almost. Look at this. I think it's going to smash this previous daily low. So let's see if we can just hold a few more points here. All right, cool. Holding a runner to 49. 40, look at that. Just like that, we're already at 49K pretty much. It just went from 50K to 49K in minutes. It's ridiculous. 49,977. All right, there we go. That makes me feel better. YM to the rescue. Drop a like if you played the shorts on YM. And I think I'm going to trail myself out at if we show too many bouncing wicks here. I hate those types of trades. So because we're so close, I don't really care to, crash out over how many points? 218, 230, like 15 points. So I'm just giving it a chance to like rip through TP here. If not, I think 500 is a good number. Stop being weird, kid. Just don't. What is down here? Maybe price wants to pretend to be bullish off of this order block. But yeah, this is the game, man. We got to play the short game, and we got to go big on the shorts, and we got to ignore the buys, and we got to stick to it until we see the market crash. And I'm going to keep preaching that and officially post short after short after short to back up my analysis. My analysis tells me we are about to crash. And I believe it's going to be any month now. You're going to wake up and be like, what is happening to the market? We are done going higher. We've seen higher for way too long. We've been going up for weeks on weeks, right? Just look at this. This is ridiculous. We've been going up since what low is this? 2025 April. Price has been 100% bullish. We're about to knock out at least half of this. We don't have to come back to this low, but at least half of it is about to get stretched. That's why this low right here is chump change, right? This is easy money. And we have the chance to catch it all the way back down. All right. So with that being said, full TP is about to get nailed. If not right now, then I may take 600 because 600, 700, same thing. Let me drop this in the chat. Move my TP just in case it tries to run while I get my screenshot. There goes previous daily low. And there goes your screenshot. YM to the rescue, kid. All right, copy that. All right, I'm out there, guys. And there goes, how many points was this? This is crazy, bro. 230, 80 points stop. I think I had a 100 point stop. Yeah, I moved it up. Yeah. 100 point stop, 230 points on the TP. And bingo. All out here. All right, there we go. Cool. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Like I said, drop a like if you guys played any shorts today. Oh my goodness, it's still going. 250 points nonstop, bro. This is trading. This is the only way trading is fun, guys. Figure out where the market is really going and just hold, bro. Look at this. This is unbelievable. And just imagine, like, you shouldn't even be able to catch shorts on YM. They should be identical, right? But because the market is such a scam artist, you're getting YM at a super discount if you know how to trade, because YM should not be way up here. If NASDAQ and ES are dead, how is NASDAQ dead and then YM still alive? So that's why you take this short and you give it a chance to try to catch up, because it looks like YM was too busy lollygagging all morning. And then you see the protocol, right? You see very bearish protocol. Bearish candle close at 10:30. 10:30, new 30-minute candle opens, drives into that and slams away with no hesitation. With that slam away, I need to see price retrace just enough. Price retrace literally the bare minimum, right? And this was my cue that price is going to try to run away. It's giving you bare minimum pullbacks. We pull back into here instead of pulling back into here. We reject off of here. The moment we break this candle, what did I say? Short it. Same protocol we use on NASDAQ. Same protocol we would use on ES. And you'll see the same exact short, right? I'm going to screenshot this, put it in my journal, because it's textbook. You see, boom. I'll highlight this one with the outline so I know. All right, boom. And then that's that 1 minute zone. We push into it. And boom. Screenshot here. Download. Download. Five minute. Let's erase. It's just so funny, bro. Like, because if you were If you were looking to your left and you're like, oh, maybe we bounce here, maybe we bounce here, you're gonna get stopped out of buys regardless. It's a scam, bro. Price shouldn't be like this, but it is. And the longer you trade, the more you realize, bro, you have to be one-sided. You have to know which way price is truly trying to go. Otherwise, the only time you'll make money is on those choppy days where price goes low, goes high, goes low, goes high, goes low. And those days don't seem to happen too often. Lately, bro, when we wake up, we just see one massive move. You know what I mean? This thing is still going. Where is it going? It's probably going to this low, or it's already taking it out. It's crazy, bro. 230 points was where we got out. Within literally 2 minutes, it's already another 100 points the other way. Did I get this photo? I don't think I did. Download. And then 30-minute. 30-minute analysis, 5-minute structure, 1-minute execution, textbook. If you guys need an entry model, that's your entry model right there. All you have to do is be on the right side of momentum, because sometimes you'll get this signal and it'll be short-lived, right? Let's say you were trying to buy. You could see this happen with a buy, and then it only goes up 10 points and then crashes because it's not really bullish. It was just looking for a sweep or something stupid, right? There we go. Download. And then if we look at wall MNQ, you'll see the same exact entry model, but on NQ, and this happened at what time? You get this 5-minute sell signal here off of, where was that low? When did that low break? It would have been boom, boom, boom. And then, yeah, so here at 10:19, look at the difference. At 10:19, you get a sell signal for NASDAQ. You can short in here, put your stop above the red box, just like we just did here, right? And then you see at 10:19, YM was up here in La La Land just chilling. And now you get the catch-up effect where now it's like, oh, we got to go, guys. Sorry, buyers. A lot of people bought in here, I'm sure. Looked like it was holding for a good amount of time. You know what's funny, though? I'm going to go back and I'm going to go look while we actually, yeah, we have some time here. Let's do some learning. I'm going to go back and I want to see how this week on NASDAQ compares to YM, right? Because anytime we get a sell signal on NASDAQ, if we can get a delayed sell signal on YM, that's double the profits, right? Imagine taking this short, right? You get your 1.5 R, which is going to be my minimum going forward. I don't care. I don't care to babysit these trades anymore. Put in a TP, walk away, or sit back and relax. And then you see TP is hit here. You say, oh, YM is a little bit delayed. Let me short YM as well. You get 2 shorts on the same trade idea because YM wants to pretend to be so bullish for so long. YM is still at all-time highs. It's unbelievable. All right, so let me screenshot these side by side. 5-minute break, push back, flip, short. Like these trades right here are what I dream about, bro. I dream about these types of moves, bro. And maybe you get them more than you would get them on ES and NQ. Maybe you get them a lot more on YM. So I'm about to go back and look real quick, and then I'm going to be off the charts right at 12. That's my new standard because if you're on these charts too long, bro, I promise you, you're going to start either trading in circles or you're going to just stop liking to trade all the way through because the market is trash the longer you sit on it. All right, so cool. I got those screenshots. Let me do a 30-minute here for NAS versus YM. And maybe we change it up a bit and we start looking at YM. So let's go back, look at yesterday. Skip the buys, right? I don't care for the buys. Because yesterday there was buys. I won a buy trade yesterday, but I think I'm just done with the buys. Let me go ahead and replay this, get some learning in. Can't hurt. And we're going to the first 30 minutes of the market, which is where the good stuff happens. All right. First 30 minutes here, YM versus NQ. What do we see? We get a beautiful bearish closure, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore everything to the left because that's how they get you to fall for the bait. Price know it left this swing here. They know people are going to try to buy here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? Here you have SMT off of this low. So this is an indication that it might actually work this time, right? SMT off of that low. However, we have SMT off of the high as well. So now let's see which way price wants to play this. Are we going lower or higher? Zoom down into this 30-minute candle, mark off the open, 9:30. Beautiful bullish candle that gets slapped in the face. All right, and then you have 10 o'clock here. And I'm just gonna go through this week. So from today's Thursday, so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I wanna see what type of trades were on the table for the bears, right? If you're 100% bearish and you don't care about the buys, let's see what would happen. See how much money you would make this week. All right. Cool. So yeah, time to put our learning caps on here. If you're just tuning in, we caught 230 points on YM after getting stopped out on NASDAQ. But you were able to make all of that back and some with YM. Now we're just going back and we're looking to see what YM has to offer on previous trading days from this week. So here we go. We have this down close candle, which is an up close candle over here. So that's interesting. So if I'm just watching YM, I'm thinking I could short off of this, depending on how the next 30-minute candle responds to it. And then if I'm watching NASDAQ, I would say this is a bearish candle, but we do have these up close candles right here. And I can watch those levels for shorts. All right. So now next 30-minute candle is going to open. We should drive into here at some point. If we don't, all right, we don't drive into it. So that means that that area is left for later. Nothing I can do with that. And now I'm just waiting for another 30-minute candle to close. There goes our closure. And I want to see what type of candle structure is being offered. And you can see that there's nothing for me to work with here. There's just a series of bearish candles, no attempt to go higher and close whatsoever. So that's not what I really want to trade. Here we go again. New 30-minute candle. You can see how simple it is when you just wait for the 30-minute candle to close, because what you're doing is you're telling yourself that if we're truly gonna try to go somewhere, it's gonna take like 30 minutes to an hour. It's not just gonna, happen instantly. If it does, you skip those setups, but the best setups take about 30 minutes to an hour to print some sort of structure. So here we go. We have this candle opens at 10:30, and then by 11, I want to know, all right, this is clean. This is clean for higher. How do I know? We close bullish. This is clearly a 30-minute bullish candle, right? More bullish candles than bearish. But inside of that candle, you see price taking down, breaking through bearish attempts, right? Price is attempting to go lower, close, and then we flip it like, psych, we're not going lower. So this becomes an area of interest for a tap to go higher. All right, I'm not taking any buys, so I'm going to just ignore it. But let's see what YM has to say here. See, this is a bearish closure, and we have price pretty much closing underneath here. So this will be your bearish area, right? We have this up close candle. Price tries to go higher, closes, and then the bears slam through that level, close underneath it, and look, we stay up underneath it. So that's a bearish profile. So now when I open up this next candle at 11, I want to see, can we get a short off of here? I need to see price push into here, make a new low. As you can see, we haven't really made a new low. We just reject. I don't see, this would be your new low down here. So no market structure shift yet. So we'll go back to the 5-minute, see if we can get another drive into it. Oh, and there goes that, right? This all of this bearish structure gets annihilated. And over here, you see the buy starting to make money. If you were looking to buy here, you're making money. All right. So now, because I'm not bullish, I'm just going to wait for a bearish candle. If it happens, I'll be looking to short. All right. This is clearly a bullish candle as well. Ton of bullish pressure, bearish candle here. Nothing that makes me want to short there. Same thing over here. So you can see how, like, if you want to give the buys a chance, you have an area right here. This might actually hold up, but I'm just gonna skip the buys going forward. Look for my short. 11:30 to 12, and then here 11:30 to 12. So this is a bearish candle for the first time, where we see price closing through these up close moves. Give me that bearish pressure here. All these up close candles. I want to see if we can hold it on the new 30-minute candle. And that's why I said it's important to wait for 30-minute confirmations, because this candle can close bearish. But how many times have you seen a bearish candle close and then the very next candle close bullish, right? So it was a hour sequence before you knew whether price was going to either go higher or lower. So here, now that I see, all right, we have a bullish candle closure. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. This is bullish, right? If I go to 30-minute chart, you're going to see a bullish candle, right? I'm looking for a bearish candle to close and then use that bearish candle for a continuation, just like you will see up here, right? That's the cheat code for trading. If you're simply watching the 30-minute chart, you'll notice a lot of the times you get a bearish closure, price will drive into that bearish closure, sweep it or respect it, and then continue. Same thing here, bearish closure, push into it, continue. Bullish closure, push into it, continue. Bullish closure, push into it, continue. So I'm just looking to play a continuation. All right. Because this is bullish, I don't expect it to go bearish. It can, but I'm not looking to trade that. So nothing here on YM. NASDAQ is giving you a bearish candle, right? Let's look at it. Yep, we get that bearish closure. Now let's see if this 5-minute candle can push into it and start rejecting. All right, we're starting to see wicks here. I want to go down and see if I get a market structure shift. All right, notice there's no market structure shift at all. So just keep waiting for 5-minute candles. And there it goes. We're starting to break out of this zone. Now that entire sell setup trash, what happened? Price ends up holding this level and going higher, which was very bullish to begin with. So that's not a surprise, right? I'm just skipping over those. And what do you know? It's 12:30, no trade. Out of there. Very simple. Now let's go to Tuesday, 10 a.m. I love that YM is in agreement here. ES has been trash with giving you some sort of confluence, right? You're seeing a bunch of scrambled noodle where price is all over the place. That might be a much better sequence to go through, right? All right, so let's see here. Don't touch that. My 2-year-old wants to join me in this lesson. All right, cool. So you guys can see, right, how that was a bullish day. Very clearly, if you wanted to buy it, you had plenty of opportunities to buy it. And then here, we're looking at Tuesday. Market opens extremely bullish on both sides, right? So let's see if we can get a bearish 30-minute closure. There goes your bearish closure on YM. So I can mark this off. I want to go in and see. And even a doji type candle like this, that's semi-bearish. So if it gives me lower time frame protocol, I'll be expecting lower. All right, so here, what do I notice? 10 to 10:30, come on. So it's gotta wait for 10:30 here. That's where you get that bearish close, beautiful. And then what do you notice, right? You notice that price is bearish, but we haven't broken any bullish candles. So this is almost not even genuinely bearish. If we're truly bearish, you're going to see price try to go higher in that bearish candle and then start closing through those bullish 5-minute prints. Here, same thing, bullish, we just basically range. So I'm not really interested in that candle. Let's wait on another one. So I just have to use a 5-minute. 1, 2, 3. On that. All right, here goes 11. Another bearish candle, correct? Cool. But what do you notice in this one now? So in this bearish candle, there's a slight difference, right? This candle closes bearish, but you actually get bullish pressure that failed inside of this bearish candle. We closed clearly through it. Now this becomes my, I might get a short here, right? I'm already licking my chops. I'm like, yep. We got YM and NQ and Confluence. This is, bro, what if ES is the bad guy the whole time, bro? ES is the one trying to make you confused. Because this is spot on, identical right now. All right, bearish. So now what I want to see is a new 30-minute candle open. So it opens here at 11. I want to see price drive in and show some rejection. It looks like we have a drive on YM. So I'm going to start, not YM, NASDAQ. I'm going to look at NASDAQ here because NASDAQ gave you this 11 o'clock opened, pushed into it, wick rejection. And now it looks like we're getting that market structure shift. Yeah, we start shifting through these lows here. All right, with that low being shifted through, I want to see price offer a retest. So we push in, make that high, right? And then we immediately reverse off of this red zone where we expect selling pressure and we make a new low. Once we make that new low, I want to see price push into this order block, the last order block that broke structure, right? So we see this 5-minute zone. We see a new 30-minute candle open. We see price push into it, make a new low. And when we make this new low, I want to know where was the buying pressure before we made that new low. And it's right here in my face. Usually I make it like yellow. So I know that this is where I want to see price hold. It's like a golden zone almost. Bearish zone up above, golden zone on the 1 minute. We push into it again and we close through here. Because this candle is so massive, I'll set my entry right here on this up close candle. Or hope for a pullback. It's tough because this candle is massive. And then when I go into here and I look at this 5-minute zone, I want to know where the high of that candle is, right? This is where I want to be placing my stop. Somewhere in this area. Can even go to the 10-minute and be like, where's that 10-minute candle closing? So there's 2 areas where I can place my stop. All right. And I'm looking, yeah, so if this is 17 points, I can get above here. So yeah, I'm going to use the lower area. Well, I'll probably do 50 points here. I can cover both lines. These black lines need to hold up. Look at the rejection off of these lines. So there's no reason for me to be afraid to short here. YM, did we pull back at 11? No, not, well, I guess we did. We opened in that zone, right? Notice how 11 is right inside of this red zone and we immediately break structure. We haven't pulled back yet to this key area here. But like I said, doesn't really have to do that if one of them is offering it. We know SMT is a real thing, so this one doesn't have to do it if one of them is doing it. Target your 1.5 R. Ignore everything bullish, even though sometimes, you know, the buyers may step up in a fair value gap, but I'm trusting my higher time frame bias. And let's see if we pull back and fill me in here. All right, so now I'm filled on this short. Stop is in a safe spot, so I don't think I need to worry. Let's see. Price is dumping on YM. Let's see if it brings us lower. Let's press play, kid. And we're trying, we're pushing, look at this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Imagine holding through all of this. Look at that, bro. And there you go. All right. Shenanigan. Bro, YM is much cleaner. Oh, wait, never mind. I take that back. YM ended up pushing all the way back up into this level. So I don't know if I want to trade YM. I may just use YM as a reference. But what do we get? We got 75 points, 77 points. It's stressful if you sit here and you watch it, but if you're not watching it, you just made 1.5R with a really good trade idea. And then over here, I want to know why we pushed so aggressively. So remember I said we didn't tap into this zone yet. So what happens when we did tap into it? We tapped into it, we failed to break structure. We tap into here, we do break. Yeah, this is trash. Because once we start breaking structure, I want to see price start going. So like maybe like put your entry here, stop above this red zone. Price literally stops you out and then dumps for 3R, right? But the trade idea was always the same. It was bearish. So you really want to find the asset that's giving you the cleaner short, and NASDAQ is the one. Because NASDAQ is weaker, right? We know that YM somehow is super strong, right? NASDAQ nowhere near all-time highs, but if you look over here on YM, when I take this short, I believe YM is at all-time highs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 50K sounds like all-time highs, right? Look at it. We're sitting at all-time highs taking shorts, so you should expect a bunch of ridiculous manipulation, right? So that's another reason why you probably get stopped out of this short here, because price is just full of buyers. However, if you know what you're doing and you say, all right, I got stopped out trading YM. What's NASDAQ doing? Is NASDAQ still holding? Yes. Let me get back in on YM, maybe down here, stop above here, and see if I can catch the next move lower, and bingo, right? So, and look at what happens. We end up taking this low on NASDAQ. Yeah, bro. Look at the risk to reward compared to the buys, right? We just saw a buy opportunity yet on the previous back test. Nothing like this right here. Let's check ES. What did ES do? Did ES give you a clean short here? All right, so I got my short signal at 11:10. We stab into these up closed candles at 11. Make a new low here, push back. Notice we don't close anything until maybe here. So yeah, ES gave you a decent short as well. You could have avoided a lot of drawdown if you shorted ES. But all in all, the drawdown doesn't matter as long as your safe is your stop's in a safe place, right? All right, and then we'll do one more day. This is Tuesday, I'll do Monday, just so you guys can see. And if you're tuning into the streams going forward, if you're following along properly, you should be able to call out these trades the same way. I'm gonna be hammering shorts going forward. And like I said, either I'm going to make a boatload of money by, what is it, February, March, April, by May, I should be up 15, 20, 30,000. Or it's going to be, I'm going to be wrong. But I don't even think that I'm going to be wrong because price is bearish. It's undeniably bearish. Beautiful short here, targeting the low. You get 2R. Me personally, I'm okay with 1R, 1.5, I mean. Because I'm going to be going at least $700 on my trades here. So this will be 700 times plus half. This will be $1,000 trade here. Yeah, like $1,050, $1,100, something like that. All right, I'll do one more here, then I'll get out of here for today. Just some education for you guys. If you're wondering how I drew up that short today, this was how. Boom, 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 boom. And then, like I said, your higher time frame bias is really what's going to save you every single time. So here we go. I'm bearish. 9:30 opens. We get a nice wick. If I can get some bearish activity in this wick, I'm okay to look for shorts there. Not real bearish, right? We have these up close candles, but we're not breaking them. So just go back to the 30-minute. Wait for another 30-minute to print. And there you go. You just saved yourself from unnecessary shorts. This is bullish, but we do have a nice wick. Let's see if we have some bullish bearish pressure. We got a little bit of bearish pressure here, closed through one candle, but YM doesn't, so I'm chilling. Let's go through another one. And there you go. Another way to avoid getting slapped in the face. Another key part, I forgot to mention that, right? Mondays typically go against the trend. Come here. Yeah. Go to the park? Yeah, we about to go to the park, buddy. All right, so looking at it like this, right? Monday, you could be looking for buys because they usually go against the trend on the higher time frame profile. You get that power of 3. Monday opens higher, trades higher. And then like I was telling everybody this week, Monday is going to be bullish, maybe Tuesday, but then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, shorts are going to pick up, right? So that's something you could use to your advantage here. So maybe Monday I will be looking for some buys because the chances of those buys to hit are way higher when you consider the power of 3, right? Accumulate, manipulate, distribute, right? So here, let's just say I don't care about buys, but I'm not blind to the fact that today should be bullish if I'm right about the week closing bearish. You'll get that push higher and then flip lower. So here goes your first bearish 30-minute closure. And that closes at 12:30. So I wouldn't even be trading this. I'm done. All right, so that's it. 2 trades on the week. You get 3R. Monday, no trade. Tuesday, short. Wednesday, no trade. And then today's Thursday, and you get that massive short here. You had multiple opportunities. All right, you ready to go? All right. Yeah, so Wednesday, you get multiple. Thursday, you get multiple times to short here. And if you look at the 30-minute chart, what happens, right? Right at the open, 9:30 sweeps. But we don't get much bearish pressure, right? 10 a.m. is where you get that opportunity to short right out the gate. And let's look at YM versus NQ. Look at that. Beautiful. 9:30 to 10. Excellent. 9:30 to 10 right here. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it was a little bit delayed. So YM gives you this bearish closure here from 10 to 10:30. Here you get from 9:30 to 10. So from here you say from 10 o'clock to 10:30, we got a bearish closure. Beautiful. Look at that. 10 o'clock to 10:30, you get 2 up close candles that completely fail and get closed through. This is your bearish area of interest. Now, right at 11:30, you want to see price push into it. There goes your push into it. It's very quick, right? Sometimes it happens very quick. The quicker it happens, the better for you because now you know that price is in a hurry and you should be ready to short. We push right into it, break structure. Yeah. Break structure. Once we break structure, ideally, I want to see price pull back into this strike zone here. But this is where SMT comes into play, right? If I'm watching another chart and I say, all right, 9:30 to 10 over here on NASDAQ, which is going to be the one I'm trading the most, right? I'm always looking at NASDAQ or ES. Then you have, bingo. You have 2 areas of interest. You have this one here, 9:30 to 10, bingo. Price tries to go higher, fails. And then right at the end of that candle, you see price try to go higher one more time and fail. So now I know price may not make it to this level because this level's in the way. Price drives into it. I need to see these 5-minute candles show rejection. We see that. Now I can go down to the 1 minute and find that break of structure. And you see price push into this red zone, clearly break lows. Right, this low right here, push into it again. We break all these lows here. Now that that low's broken, I want to see price push into this, the last attempt to go higher, which would have been right here. And once we see price drive into this area, I'm just looking for a turn. Here goes your turn. All right, you see price pushing right here. You get our first push, but you don't see a strong turn. Like we get one bearish candle. We barely close through here. If this bearish candle would have closed down in here, I would have shorted down here. right? But because it didn't, I'm just waiting for some selling pressure to pick up. And there goes your selling pressure right here at like 1020. And if I'm looking over here on YM still hasn't given much, but we're still inside bearish territory. So you still get that short bias. But NASDAQ is the first one to give you that confirmation to enter. Where's my stop going? Above this zone. And this is where, like I said, you could play with your entry, because you're like, all right, I know I'm bearish, but my stop is 100 points if I cover this high. So maybe I can try to wait for price to get up in this area and then short it. So maybe you wait a little bit just so you can get a better stop. There we go. Like 70, 80 points is more appropriate. And then you just target your 1.5. And you see how clean it is, right? You see how effortless it is to spot these trades. And that'll be 3R, 2 trades. And then tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow should be even more bearish because CPI is tomorrow. We could see price wipe out from 50K all the way down to like 45, 46K in one day if CPI gives that bearish approach, right? You never know. CPI could manipulate and waste time and push up and save the shorts for next week. So you can't really bank on it happening with CPI, but it could. We've seen it, right? We've seen price completely run with CPI. And this trade ends up going 5 Rs. It's crazy. But there you have it. Nice little educational session here. Tomorrow we're ready to go with the same bias, short bias only. And we'll catch you guys on Friday, right before market open. See what CPI has for us, all right? Take care. We'll catch you guys next time. Let's go to the park, buddy.